There's really no reason at this point in life why you should ever have to do anything with a dull blade, and I'm talking about whether you're pulling out your pocket knife to just work on something quickly, or you're using scissors at home, or a hatchet, or an axe, or in my case a lot of the time, using hunting knives to break down animals in the field, both butchering and meat processing. But the biggest thing about having a sharp knife is keeping it sharp, and it can be a pain in the butt for a lot of people. It's something that you just got to work into your schedule, if you will. You got to work it into your hunt checklist. And so for me, before I go into a hunt, I look at my hunt checklist, and there's a lot of different things on there. It's, you know, what food am I going to bring along? What other gear am I going to pack? Where am I going to get fuel from my truck? And one of the things on that list is not just having knives, but having sharp knives. So what I like to do before I go on a hunting trip is I'll run all my hunting knives through the knife and tool sharpener from WorkSharp. And what I really like about this thing is it's an electric sharpener, it's belt driven, it's got a couple of different angle settings on it. And I use that 20-degree angle setting for my hunting knives. And there's a lot of different schools of thought on what angles you should use for different types of knives. The reason I like 20 degrees for my hunting knives is just because it's kind of a perfect mix between allowing yourself to get a precision, sharp edge, and then also an edge that's going to hold up to a lot of abuse. So the other reason I like starting with that 20-degree angle on the knife and tool sharpener before I leave my house and head into the field is because when I'm in the field, in my pack, along with my extra gear, my headlamp, my socks, you know, a water purification system, fire starter, all those essentials that you should have with you on a hunt, I have my guided field sharpener from WorkSharp. It's small, it doesn't weigh anything. It's got 2 different abrasive surfaces, medium grain, coarse grain, and then it's got the ceramic rod right here and a leather strop. So with this guided field sharpener, that's where you can keep an edge while you're in the field working on an animal if that initial blade that you brought into the field sharp ends up getting dull. If you bring in a sharp blade from the get-go, odds are, unless you really beat that blade up, all you're gonna have to do is just touch it up on the ceramic rod of the guided field sharpener. But if you nick some bone or drop your knife on a rock or something like that, and it gets in bad condition while you're out there, beyond just being able to touch it up on the ceramic rod, you can go through that entire sharpening process while you're out in the field or while you're back at camp for that matter. So the biggest thing with keeping your hunting knives sharp is finding a process that works for you so it's manageable, and then just stick to the program.